Good morning, Facebook. Just washing these real quick. Hope everyone's doing well this Monday morning. This nice, cool Monday morning. Okay, I thought I would do a new recipe tonight and use my crock pot so that I can just get everything started, and tonight all I have to do is do the final preparations and be done with it. So that's what we're doing today. So I've got my crock pot here. I'm going to turn it on low. I'm going to use my handy little crock pot liner bag that I usually use. And we're going to make pepper steak. And I remember when I was younger, every once in a while, my family we would have TV dinners or frozen dinners for our meals. And I remember my sister and my mother, I think it was my mom and my sister that's a year younger than me, I think they were the ones that always liked the pepper steak. And I never really cared for it, but my tastes have changed a lot since then. I like just about anything. So I thought that we would try this crock pot pepper steak and see how it turned out. So the first thing that I need to do is you're going to need some beef bouillon cubes. And I think they're over with the soup is where I found them. And they have like chicken, vegetable, but this recipe calls for the beef. And you need 2 cubes of that we're going to put down into this cup of 1/4 cups of water. So I'm doing that real quick, and then we're going to microwave this for, it says 60 seconds. So I'm going to hop off of here, run over to my microwave and start this. If I can get this one open. If I could see, it would help. Okay. And they're just these little squares. So this is what they look like, just a beef bouillon cube. Alright, so I'm going to drop that in. I'm going to run over and put this in the microwave for 60 seconds. I'll be right back. And I thought, some of you, I talk about these crock pot liners all the time, but for a lot of new viewers, you may not even know what they are. But this is what they look like. It'll say slow cooker liners, and you can find them over in your plastic wrap section of the grocery store, your foils, things like that. So that's what you get, and you get like 3. No, I got a bigger bag this time. This one has 8 in it. Okay, so we can do lots of crock potting. Alright, so while I'm waiting for that, we also need to cut up an onion. And I'm just going to cut it in kind of slices or moon shapes. And I know I should probably use a better, bigger knife, but this is how I was raised with these little paring knives, and they're easier for me sometimes. Okay, so the recipe says to put your onions, bell pepper, and your beef in the slow cooker. So I'm going to go ahead and put my onions in. And it's 1 bell pepper and 1 red bell pepper. I don't know how well Matt will like this, but hopefully he will. Alright, so I'm just going to slice these up real quick. For some reason, I feel like it should be raining outside. I just feel like it's a rainy day, but it's not. I don't know why. Maybe I have a light bulb burn out somewhere. In goes the red pepper. I'm going to run over and grab that beef bouillon and water, stir it, make sure I don't need to heat it for a little bit longer. So I'm going to wash my hands off. And I will be right back. We've got that waiting for us, and I'm going to go ahead and put my beef in. Kiko wanted to say hello again. It calls for 2 pounds, I believe, or 1.5 pounds. 1.5 pounds of beef strips. We went to the meat market and got our meat, and they don't have the strips there, and I was lazy and didn't want to buy like a piece of meat and cut it up myself. So we just got the little like stew meat or cubed beef that they already had there. So, and this is a little over 1.5 pounds. I think I got 2 pounds of it. So I could even add an extra pepper or an extra onion to it, which I may go back and do. I don't know. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Pam. Well, thank you, Pam. All right. So now, the next thing we need to do per the recipe, and I will post this on Life with Annie in case anybody would like to make it. Okay. I'll wipe this off here. All right. So we've mixed the 1/4 cup of water with the beef bouillon cubes, and we've microwaved that. And it just says to stir that to make sure it's all mixed up. Okay, so there is that part. Now, in another bowl, we need to put another 4 cups of water, and this is just cold water. I'm going to add that in. And then we're going to add in our spices. Okay, so you need 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Just regular old cornstarch. It goes everywhere. And that's going to kind of thicken up your liquid in your pepper steak. I'm just making a mess here. Okay. So along with the cornstarch, then you're going to need 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. I don't know if it'll come out better. Yeah, it will. 1. 2, 3. So here's our soy sauce. And the next thing you need is 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. And I've never bought ginger, I don't think, and used it. But I know it's a common flavor in this type of cuisine, so we're going to add that in. And I don't really know how to describe it. Okay, so we've got our ginger in, and then we need 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Use the other end of this 4th measure. 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay. And 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. And I scooped some out, so I'm using a 1/2 measure, so alright, so there's 2 teaspoons of that, and I'm going to stir this all together. Make sure I got everything. Cornstarch, soy sauce, ginger, garlic powder, black pepper, and brown sugar. And I'm sure the reason they're not calling for any salt is because the soy sauce is very salty, so that'll probably be your salt flavoring. Okay, so after you mix all this together, we're going to add in this bouillon cube mixture with the water. Alright, and that's going to be it as far as our ingredients go. All we need to do now is to pour this over our beef and our peppers. Have I got this crock pot in the screen here that you can see? And this is what the mixture looks like. You can see the little flecks of pepper in there. I'm just going to pour this over. And then it says just to cover it. Grab my lid. And it's going to need to cook for about 5 hours. Let me see how they started off. Cook on low for 5 hours and then serve over rice. And I just bought a box of the boiling bag rice, and I'll probably just cook a couple of bags of this tonight, and hopefully this will turn out really well. So it looks good. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to go back and add any more peppers or onions. My crock pot is pretty full. But it should start smelling really good really soon, and the house will probably smell really good. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I'm going to get cleaned up here and hopefully have a delicious meal tonight. So I thank you all for watching, and I will see you soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.